Hello, dividend growth stock investors. It is Colby, the DGI Crab, and this one got away from me a little bit. It's going to take a look at the August dividend increases from the DGI Crab channel portfolio. Going to take a look back at last month, see what kind of passive income increases that I or any other shareholders of these wonderful stocks got. What kind of raises did you get in your passive income for holding these? Now, if you are new to the channel, this is a unique dividend channel in that I am concerned only with 60 dividend growth stocks. I've split those 60 into 4 separate categories or tiers based on the age and time horizon of the investor, which I believe is the most important metric for any dividend growth stock investor to keep in mind. So of those 60 stocks, we've got 4 increases this month from August. 2 of them come from the tier 1 stocks. So tier 1, it doesn't mean they're the best stocks. It just means this is the first tier in the chain. So these are high dividend growth stocks. They're great for 30 and unders. And I'm not saying that they're bad stocks for older folks to have in their portfolio as well. But if the goal is to eventually retire off of your dividend income, these are the kind of stocks that you're going to need to hold for quite a while because they're going to give you big dividend increases, but they're going to give you a small yield to start off with. Now, with this group of stocks, I usually like to see dividend increases of 10% or better. And unfortunately, last month we got 2 duds from both Nordson and Lowe's. Both of these are dividend kings, more than 50 years consecutively of increasing their dividends year over year over year without fail. Both of these companies typically do grow their dividend pretty quickly. Lowe's has been growing their dividend a little bit slower these last couple of rounds here. A 4.35% increase. Lowe's goes from $4.60 a year per share to $4.80 a year per share. In the meantime, Nordson, not much better. 312 to 328 is the increase there. 5.13% increase. Listen, dividend increases, passive income raises that you didn't have to do anything for other than just purchasing and holding stocks is a great thing, and it's not something that I want to complain about. But if I'm holding on to these stocks because I want to see pretty consistent dividend increases out of them, I want to see higher increases out of these guys because Nordson, typically when you're buying this one, you're going to be buying it for less than 1.5% starting yield. Lowe's probably going to be looking in the low 2% when you buy Lowe's. So not a lot of income to start out with these, so I definitely want to see higher raises than this in the future. All right, guys, so tier 2, the 31 to 41-year-old investors. We've got one in this group from Illinois Tool Works, ITW. They go from $6 a share to $6.44 a share. This one I'm liking a lot more. An increase of 7.33%. Now, the tier 2 stocks is a category of stocks for the 31 to 41-year-old investors. The starting yield's higher on these. The growth rate is still pretty solid, but I'm looking for dividend growth in the 7 to 9% range typically on these, and that's what I got out of ITW. Tier 3, it's stocks for 42 to 53-year-old investors. There were not any increases once again this month from that tier 3 group. Don't worry, you guys. These stocks are going to be a little bit more bunched up because of the way that their dividend increases are typically scheduled. So we're going to see some action out of the tier 3 category in the very near future. I'm very confident of that. Tier 4, for the 54 and older investors, high starting yield, noticeable but negligible dividend growth, usually 2 to 4% dividend growth out of this category, but much higher starting yield. Altria, big tobacco, has come through once again. A high yielding stock. Altria is actually, from a share price perspective, has been doing an amazing job this year. Not at all looking like a cheap stock to buy at any point in 2025, from what I can tell. But a nice, even when it's trading expensively, Altria is going to get you a 6% plus starting yield. Typically, when I've bought Altria, it's yielding close to 10% starting out. I'm looking at things when they are trading on sale, so to speak. but just shy of a 4% dividend increase here from Altria Group, $1.02 to $1.06 per share per year. If you are buying a high yield stock like this to quickly get to financial freedom, especially as you get into your 50s, and you just don't have as many decades left in the market for those big double-digit dividend increases from the tier one group of stocks, your Visas, your Microsofts, your supposedly Lowe's, and Nordsons. You want to get decent dividend growth, but you're really trying to just pile up stuff that's going to generate you a lot of cash. And that's what Altria is designed to do. And not only has it been pumping out a nice yield for quite a long time now, but we're getting very stable, better than average dividend growth out of a stock like this one. So those are the four stocks that have increased their dividends for the month of August. Comment down below. Let me know which ones of these four that you happen to own, and let me know if you've got any upcoming dividend increases for the month of September that you are excited about. Until next time, this is Colby, the DGI Crab. Links down in the description below to other helpful videos on the channel. Take a look at the playlist. Take a look at each of the four tiers. There's a video on each of those down there in the playlist below, and it'll explain how I picked each and every stock and put them in the category that they are in.